Welcome back, Odooers. My name is Jose Ignacio. Today we're going to look at an unfortunately necessary part of having a fleet. It's accidents. Accidents happen. It's just a part of life. While they can be costly and disruptive for businesses with fleets, Odoo's Fleet app helps you manage accidents effectively, ensuring that your vehicles are repaired quickly and efficiently. Just note that if your organization prefers to track and manage accidents differently than we do at Stealthy Wood, that's fine. Odoo is so customizable you can choose another method. This is just how I like to do it. So follow me and learn how to manage accidents and repairs in Odoo's Fleet app. So we're actually starting here on the main fleet dashboard. I need to see our service record. So I'm going to select fleet and then services over here. Okay, perfect. As you can see, all our services are organized by a service type. And close to the top of this list are, in our case, we have accident, driver fault, driver not at fault. We also happen to have a few other ones. I created these service types to track these kinds of accidents. Notice for these accident records, the service type selected is one of the two configured for accidents, while the actual repairs are listed under the description that they could be. So the description field is used to specify the repairs needed, such as the one that I'm hovering, a replacement front bumper. The notes that we have over here happen to actually be used as a record for any additional details about the accident, such as hit a parking meter. Well then, you gotta be more careful, Jenny. Anyways, amongst these things, I just got a call from Mary, and it's not good news. Someone ran a red light and T-boned her at an intersection. Totally not her fault. Thankfully, it was at low speeds, and everyone was okay. Okay, but it's time for us to actually log that accident. So select New up at the top left. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to select for our description, well, we actually need to start typing, and this is a replacement sliding door. And that's because the vehicle was hit on the side and the door is jammed shut. So for the service type, now here we do have to select an option. And this is accident, driver not at fault, because it was not her fault. Remember, when you log your first accident inside of this field right here, you're going to have the option to create the actual service type. If you already have one that you've created, but you might need to edit it, you can also select an internal link option right there. For more information on that, you should check the documentation link below for more details on creating service types. So Odoo automatically set our date for today, which is correct. The accident happened today. But if it didn't, you can select here and you have a nice little calendar. So up next, the cost is going to remain 0. And that's because we don't actually know how much it's going to cost. But thankfully, I'm going to come back to update this for our records. So now we need a vendor. I'm going to go to a place. The car place. So in our vehicle field over here, we're going to select for ours, this happens to be it's actually a cargo van. So it's this one. There we go. And would you look at that? This van has actually not been on the road much. And once we selected that, the driver was automatically selected. And that is the assigned driver. So we don't even need to edit that. So up next, we have our odometer value. And this field gets updated when we need. So she just told us that it's 658 miles. Oof. Not even at the lucky 700. Last but not least, we're going to enter the accident details. And in this case, what did I say happened? T-bone at intersection. Okay, we're all done. So the service record right now will stay in the new stage until the estimate is approved and the repairs have begun. Now let's go back to services using our breadcrumbs right there. And we now see, in our case, right there. Look at that. We see Mary's accident. So the stage for each service record is also displayed on our far right column that we have over here. I'm responsible for not just accident repairs, but all repairs. So whenever I go to this dashboard, I only want to see services that need my attention. I could do that with the service search bar up here. So I only want to see the services that are new and running. So I'm going to click into the search bar. And the very first thing that I want to do is I need to create a custom filter. So let's see. All right, now we have our nice little equation. So in the first one, we're going to scroll down until we have stage. Okay, and now I also want to see running repairs as well. But for that, I think I actually need to select this plus right there because we have to have the running ones as well. And you have the option to select done and canceled on the list as well if you can't see this right now on my screen. All right, now everything is done. I'm going to change everything and we're good to go. Look at that. Now I only see the repairs I need to follow up on, which makes my day a whole lot easier. And since I want to use this filter every day, And if you want to as well, you can go up here and save it into your favorites. Just to show you what I'm doing, I'm going to delete the previous one that I had right there because I've done this before. We're going to save our current search once again as follow-up. We're going to hit save. And would you look at that? Perfect. Now when I click back into the search bar and close that, look at that. You do that perfectly. Okay, so the new services require follow-up with the repair shops to obtain and approve estimates. The running services need to be updated with the final repair costs and marked as done when they are completed. So, I think it's time for me to do a quick phone call. Hello, car place? Yes, this is he. Okay, sounds good. Approved to start work. Thanks for calling. That sounds good. Okay, Odooers, that happened to have been the car place with an estimate for a new side mirror for Dan's van. It's a little pricey, but seems reasonable, so I approved it. And the repairs are going to start, so it's time to update the record. So I'm going to select this side view mirror replacement right here. And now I'll update the cost. So what do they say the new one is? It is a very specific number that I have to double check. There we go. $376.53. They want the cents. So now that I've approved the estimate and the shop is going to start the work, I'm going to select the status to running. And I also like to add notes every time I communicate with the shop. So now I'm going to add a note to the notes area right here. Started repairs today. 3. All right, nice. So speaking of, I just got an email telling me that the Volkswagen's new front bumper is done with the final invoice. These poor bumpers. I guess they're doing their job. All right, let's update that record. So let's click back over here. And which one are we looking for? The Volkswagen replacement front bumper right there. Happens to be Jenny Fletcher's vehicle. So the final cost ended up being a little bit higher. Go figure. It's happening a lot today. Ha ha ha. Nervous laughter about that. And it is $897.34. Next, for this one, I'm going to select Done. This is to indicate it's been completed. Now, when I go back to services over here, it's not there anymore. Would you look at that? Because it's been completed. Hooray. That's it for this tutorial. So we actually learned how to log accidents in the Fleet app and how to manage the repair process. We also showed how to modify the services dashboard to reduce the information displayed so that we only see service records that we need to follow up on. Till next time, don't text and drive. Keep your eyes on the road.